Why, hello there. Excuse me. Hello and good morning. Paul Tranny here. Going to dive into what's going on in the news and what's new lately. And yeah, one thing's new is my haircut. Thank you very much. I feel much faster, even though it's awfully short. But I'm glad you guys are here. Excuse me. Feel free to jump in and say hello. I'm just happy to be like broadcasting. We were, gone all last week. So, yeah, I'm just like happy to be here. It's a good day to be alive. So yeah, hello, Annika, Sam Peterson, what's up? Norsh, Susan, Mira, welcome. Stony Braswell. I always like saying Stony's full name. I don't know why. But it's good to have you guys here. We're going to talk about guests, pro tips, spotlight, free stuff, all sorts of things. Like I do, and that is the plan. So let's just jump right into it. And I want to give you a warm welcome. All right. Yeah, just first off, actually, new studio setup. Hopefully everything's working okay and you can hear me all right. Seems like you can. And I survived the cliff diving. It was technically cliff jumping, so I did not dive. But yes, I did do it, and I have the video footage to prove it. Just it's on my brother's phone. But yeah, it was super fun. Only about half of us did it. But yeah, as you know, it is Tuesday, July 13th. And yeah, we're already you've probably seen maybe Jess Telmanic's gradients in Illustrator. Sorry, there's a little bit of a flash in my video feed. And also web design in Photoshop and XD with Andrew Hochradel and Howard Pinsky. So that's kind of what's going on. I'll just kind of switch my screen really fast. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think this person's qualified to talk about gradients? Of course. Like, there's so many gradients. This is Jess's work. And yeah, it seems like a little glitchy. So sorry, Annika. I don't know what's going on. But I got to check my cables. Maybe I got to get some new cables. But here's Jess's work. She's going to be up today. Not to worry. 9:30. Excuse me. Yeah. 9:30 to 11:30. Just so you know. And some more stuff going on. Of course, Howard Pinsky and Andrew will be up. You guys are probably familiar with them, so that'll be cool. And I'm into it. So, yes, welcome. All right. Totally qualified. I agree. So many gradients. It's nice when you have like that signature of like gradients or something that makes your work stand out. I think it's hard to get rid of that. You know, it's like part of you, and I think that's cool. But also we have, if you can see on my screen, interactive photographs with Gabriel, Ensu, I'm not sure how to say her last name, Gabriella, but I'm really looking forward to this one. She does amazing work, and we have Claudia talking about creating a digital document. So I think, oh, so sorry about all this flashing. I think I have a bad cable, everyone, or a bad converter. Either way, I love Gabriella's work. So this is going to be really fun, right? This is what I'm talking about. And this has kind of been my journey as a designer, is like adding motion to your work, you know, bringing it to life that way. So that's the goal. Like, look at that. Again, it doesn't have to be too robust, just something subtle. So I'm really looking forward to her stream. She's awesome. Cinemagraphs. These, just so you know, she made these. Actually, do you want to... I'm not sure when she published that. That might be for, I don't know if this is part of a past stream or for this Wednesday and Thursday. But either way, it's going to be awesome. Wouldn't you agree, Bliss? Bliss is in the house. It's going to be so much fun. Cinemagraphs. I love it. You love using After Effects. Also, Claudia's work covering InDesign and creating InDesign documents, which is really important, right? It is the industry standard. And that'll be really cool kind of seeing her work. Because, of course, does she know how to do this stuff? Of course she does. Here's a plant therapy book that she was working on. I think this could have been part of a live stream as well. So, cool. Alrighty. So, and these are the US streams. Of course, you could just watch all you want from US to UK. And let's kind of switch it up and get into some other things that I have to talk about that will be super fun for you. So, let's switch over. Just so you know, in like news or in general, like things going on, feel free, but there is this Create Waves campaign that I wanted to talk about because it's so much fun, and it gives me a chance to not only highlight some designers, but to get inspired by them and just to see who's entered in this contest. So this is really fun. This is the Create Change, Create Waves, I don't know, campaign, is that what we call it? I'm gonna show it on my screen anyways, and you'll see it in a second. Yes. General Kenobi's here. His God-given name. All right. Let's switch back over real fast. Shabam. Here we are. So what do we have here? This is just a campaign talking about ocean conservancy, which is really important. I don't know if Richard is in chat, but Richard runs the Ocean Agency, and we partnered with them. So hopefully Richard is in chat. But this is just a way to support ocean conservation, just to bring awareness to it. And I've talked about this a couple weeks ago. I did some art on it a couple weeks ago. But all you have to do is add the hashtag Create Waves and then tag Adobe Gen Create to be highlighted, and then also to eventually potentially be put in a gallery, basically. Here's the Paris one. If we could take a look. We'll take a look at Paris real fast. Here's, you know, a virtual exhibit of some past work as well. So you can see all that stuff right in here. But feel free, I'll paste this into chat just so you guys have it to raise awareness. Thank you, Terry. Terry's in the house. Hello, Terry. It's good to see you live on the other end of a keyboard. It's amazing, right? But feel free. I just pasted that in chat. You know, it is our only ocean. It protects us. It actually keeps the Earth cool. It absorbs a lot of heat, actually. And there's just a ton of life that's supported in the ocean. So let's highlight that. Ooh, Sean, you did 2 streams on Create Waves. Sean, send me your stuff, man. I want to highlight it because that's the goal also, is to show you what people have done. You have, through this month, I think Terry can highlight exactly like kind of like when it ends. So yes, let's create some waves. Let's bring awareness, right? We could just make art for art's sake, or we could do it with purpose, like Joe Betancourt Basilar has done, like this work. So again, just tagged Create Waves, Adobe Gen Create. Oh, are you guys seeing my? Yeah, you guys should be seeing my screen. Adobe Gen Create. Boom, here it is, made with all this coral. Fantastic stuff, right? You don't need to collect all these assets because, not to worry, in here, as part of this page, you should be able to link out to assets as well. But I'd have to dig that up. I've already done it. But here's Yao Betancourt's work. You can see just collage, really cool, really rich, super fun and interesting. It looks like it's symmetric, but it's actually asymmetrical, which I love. You know, it's like you immediately know what the main subject is. You have these other elements. Your eye can, you know, slowly move around it, as you can see, which is pretty cool. All right. Ooh, Sean's made amazing work with plastic bottles. Ah, Sean, I want to see about this. Some of you might be more along the lines of this sort of work, right? Pretty simple concept. The concept is really where it's at. This is just really cool. It didn't probably take that much to put together, right? No offense, PS Guy 2026. But obviously you could see sort of this big whale tail right next to the Golden Gate Bridge. Norse, do you know that millions of millions of one-use masks will end up in the ocean? Oh, that's sad. I got something for you there, though. I got some uses for face masks that I'll show you later that another artist created. So here we have another one, just fun with these sort of multicolor waves right in here by William Gartner. A whale tail over here, right? Submit it, right? I love this one too, from Coastal Photography. The ocean is fragile, handle with care. Very cool. These tags worth noting. Love the pattern as well. So again, just highlighting these amazing artists, right? That are getting their work noticed and kind of pushing the message out there. So that's awesome. Jack Watson is in the house. Hello. Yeah, take a point that speaks to you and create a piece of art to bring that message to life. Yeah, exactly. Just tell us what speaks to you, like, and write up what you're trying to do. If it's maybe not that evident, let us know, your point of view and the message you're trying to get across. And hey, you know what? Do it with motion, as Gustavo does as well. One world, one love. Tell me this isn't amazing, huh? Are we all a little jealous? And a little jealous and in awe, of course. Right? You know what's happening here? There's all these dancing lines in there too. Right? That is so good. Gustavo's killing it. There's one. There's two. Wait for it. There's 3 illustrations. And a lot of those lines are dancing around. That's just using the wiggle. I want to call it a wiggle function, but it's wiggle script, basically. It's just wiggle, and then you enter in how much and the intervals and all that fun stuff. But again, super cool. Gustavo's killing it. Super jealous, right? Shameless self-promo, I guess. Here's one that I was working on. Sort of the ocean protecting you from the heat, right? So this is an animated version that I made a while ago. And that's kind of where mine ended up, just so you know. A little motion, little video, and a lot of fun. Okay? All right. Let me show you really fast, if I can jump in here. So, thank you so much for... I might have the wrong artist here. That is okay. Let's switch back over, just back to our news. So thank you, Terry. So the Ocean Agency with Adobe will choose from your work to create future exhibitions for the UN. So really taking your art and like magnifying it as much as possible. So do it because it's close to your heart, hopefully, and know that it actually could have some legs and wings to really, hit a broad audience. So I think that is super cool. So who is this Mr. Tranny? You're funny, Nourish. All right. So again, I just think it's a really good cause. Like, how could you not? It's like it brings tears to my eyes, of course. The environment and some of the things that happen. So yeah, try not to use one-use plastics and face masks and things like that. All right. Are we all depressed? Well, you know what? You could be the change you wish to see in the world. Hey, how about that stolen quote? Let's switch gears as well, just so you know. I want you guys to know that there are actually Creative Mornings has virtual field trips, and I've never talked about this, and I want to make sure you're aware of them. So Creative Mornings means once a month, of course, in the morning. Things are kind of on the hold, so that's why they have virtual field trips. So this means no matter where you are, you can attend a field trip in your area. But these are the upcoming field trips, and you can actually apply to host. So short of it is, you could just go to creativemornings.com. I'm sure it's going to come up. But they also have it centered around themes as well. So you can view upcoming trips. Here we are, sort of based on your area. They're still virtual, but it's a good chance to get to know your community virtually, right? And yeah, just pick your area. Oh, actually, these are all... the city says virtual. Okay, never mind. But I know the cities host them. It should say virtual/Denver would be nice. But you get the idea. So find the secret power of your personal story. Everybody's like, oh, I don't really have a story. Yeah, you probably do, right? Everybody has a story to tell, right? And so figure out what yours is through watching that live stream. So I think that's super cool. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate it. Sam Peterson, always working hard. Sam, I just like hanging. I like seeing you in chat. That's all I got to say. It's nice to know that there are good people in this world like Sam. So... again, pretty awesome. Let's switch gears as well. And also just the person that I pointed out a second ago, and I was actually looking for something else, but nonetheless, wanted to highlight Nadine as I pull up Nadine's work really fast. Nadine Kolodesi, which I know I'm having a tough time saying her name, but she's a German artist, does AR and VR, and her work was chosen for this Apple campaign. So I don't know. A shout out to a creative resident that is doing amazing work. Let's take a look at it right now, huh? This should get you inspired. There's her work. There she is. Sure enough, you point your camera at it, and then it comes to life with that sort of VR look, which is super cool. Right? Wouldn't you agree? Oh, I like it, Norse. Your story is that you're looking for a story. Hey, it's all good. No pressure. But isn't this cool? Again, a little AR, a little VR. Well, actually, it's AR, but a lot of 3D, but really made with simple shapes, right? And she's built a name for herself around this simple style, you could say. Really coming to life using technology. Look at that. There it is. What's happening here? That's what we want to see. We want to see life everywhere. And I guess nuclear plants growing up from the ground. So super cool. Nadine's work's awesome. Is that inspiring? I'm into AR. I like it. And yeah, thank you so much. Oh, I got to hurry up. I got too much to do, guys. Geez, I never have enough time. All right. In fact, let's skip ahead since we've been talking about, there we go. Since we've kind of been talking about this Water Conservancy, the Ocean Agency, creating waves, I thought it'd be cool just to jump in really in a couple minutes, give you some pro tips in Photoshop if you are doing this. So let me switch gears. Here I am in Photoshop. We'll do a quick pro tips, shall we? Christelle Richards in the house. Here we go. Create waves. Pretty easy. Picked a fun font. Font doesn't really matter, right? Add whatever text that you want, right? Whatever that means to you. And we will add a layer style. So I'm going to show you how to make liquid type or water text, if you will. You jump in here. The key thing is you need varying levels of gray. So I'll just throw a bevel and emboss in there, right? We'll make sure the depth's pretty good, right? And the size of it's pretty good. So nice variance in grays. And then we'll even throw a gradient overlay over it, right? Create waves. Right, we can align with the layer, or we could turn that off since it's 2 lines. It gives me a little bit more, but there's lots of grays on this type now. That's all I'm doing. Click OK. Boom. Here's where the water magic comes into play. Go up to Filter. And this is how I do it. You can actually animate it in After Effects too. Filter Gallery. Okay, so that's where we're going to go. Filter Gallery. It's going to ask you to convert it to a smart object, which sounds like a great idea. Oh, and I'm already giving away what's going on. Let's get rid of that. Typically, it'll come up with like film grain. That's not going to work. You want to jump down to Chrome, and Chrome is where the magic comes from. Click right there. You could see that chrome that will easily become water. So again, adjusting the smoothness. Just play with this all you want. You want to get as much variance as possible, right? But the cool thing I like to do is right down here, we can add a number of effects. So I can click, add a new effect, and throw some like plastic wrap on there because this looks too chaotic almost. I try plastic wrap, try some other effects, but I think plastic wrap kind of gives it even more depth but makes it a little smoother. So that's all you do. You click OK, call it done. All right, these should be an hour, but you're trying to put me to work. So here we have it. This is awesome. Here's our create waves. And then we'll just go in and we'll do liquefy on it. Zip. And then we'll have some fun pushing this content around, folks. Come in here. We'll grab this part, right? Pull this. Actually, let's take a look at our settings. I have bulge, which I love, and I love the warp tool at the top. So we first want to kind of warp it out. We want it to look like liquid and not like type. It's like, come on, Paul, that shouldn't look like type. Scrunch it up, do what you need to. I pull down a lot, distort all you want, right? Adjust the brush size with your bracket keys, as you probably already know, right? and just have it do that. But the thing is, we want water to kind of pool in areas, so that's what we'll go with the bloat tool. And we'll have it get like bigger right down here. Usually kind of on the ends right there, right? We'll just make it get bigger there, right? We'll switch back over here, stretch that out like that. And if you use the Alt key or the Option key, it's going to switch to the opposite of what that brush does. So it goes from a bloat to a pinch, right? So I could pinch that in like that, bloat it right here. You get the idea. Does that make sense? Zip, zip. Maybe I want this larger. I don't know. Just making liquid, guys, huh? Got it? You guys got it. Super fun, right? I could spend more time on this. It looks a little sloppy, so please forgive me. Click OK. But now we're close to what this looks like for water. Hey, Clever and Biola and Bliss and Fairy and everyone, like, so a lot of people will throw like colors on this, and my main point here is don't try to simulate colors of something when you can use an actual photo. So there's enough photos out there through Unsplash and Adobe Stock to use those actual photos in your work. So don't try to guess what the color is. Plus, I'm running out of time. Let's make that a clipping mask. Bam, it's now inside. That's not what we want. Well, it's close to what we want, but what we want to do is we want to change it to like overlay. Boom. Change that to overlay. Now we have that image of that water in there, and it looks amazing, right? We could throw some other splashes on top. You get the idea, right? And adjust accordingly. So create waves, guys. Hopefully, would you change the color before or after? Stony, I work on all of the grays first, right? And get all that variance the way I want it. And then I end up adding color to it is how I do it. And how the color comes through, as you can see, is through this layer. So again, kind of cool what you can do in good old Photoshop. If Marsha says and Sam says it looks good, then it must look good. All right, Stony says it looks good. Fantastic, guys. By the way, also, I want you to know that if you have news or anything that you would like to share or would like for me to know about, let me know, because I would love to hear from you. Just so you know, through the info below, as you can see. So like, let me know the projects that you're working on so I can highlight them, and you know, we can all get better together is the goal. So all right, thank you so very much, everyone. Kind of down to my last minute. So since I have a whole minute, I usually start a brand new project. Just kidding. I'll leave you with some free resources that you can check out. There are free images on Adobe Stock, just so you know. Sorry about the screen flashing. But yeah, and through Discover, just so you know, like right on your desktop, there are free assets. So there is that, and I thought I'd tell you about that. And the roller coaster ride is over, just like that. So hopefully you're joining me out on Behance. Schedules below me, and you can easily check out who's up next by just scrolling down, because we have an encore with the Daily Creative Challenge, and then Just Telmanic up next. All right, you beautiful people. I'll let you go. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so happy to be back and working again. I swear it's so much fun living in this day and age where we can create change. So thanks so much, everybody. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you guys later. We'll be in touch online. Thank you.